everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be crocheting these easy baby booties named after my son Parker. I designed these a while back when he was a newborn and have just now gotten around to filming a video tutorial for them. So these are an easy beginner friendly pattern and will fit sizes newborn to 12 months, and we'll talk about sizing here in just a moment. It's just a matter of changing your hook size. So you're going to need some worsted weight yarn and anywhere from a size D hook all the way to a J hook depending on what size you would like. Now please refer to the written pattern below and the instructions at the link in the description box to decide what hook size you'll need. I'm making these for a 8-month-old, so I'm going to be using an H or 5mm hook. So go ahead and get your foundation chain started. So we're going to start with a chain of 10. And now we're going to single crochet in the second stitch from our hook and all the way down the line. If you need any help with any of these basic stitches or basic methods, you can consult my Crochet Beginner series over on my main channel page. And the yarn I'm using for this is Lion Brand Vantage Choice, and this is the color Radiant Lime as well. So again, we've single crocheted in the second and across. We're single crocheting in the next 7, so we should have 8 single crochets. And then in the very last chain, we can see how this is looking. In the very last chain, we're going to make 5 single crochets all in the same stitch. So I already have 1, here is 2, here is 3, 4, and 5, all in the same stitch. And what this is going to do is create a little rounded edge here on the end. So you can see we came all the way down, and then this is creating kind of a half moon or half circle shape. And then we're going to single crochet all the way back up the other side on the other side of the foundation chain. So you can see what that looks like here. On the other side of this foundation chain, we're turning our work, but not in the traditional sense. We're going to single crochet all the way back down the rest of the chain. So what this is doing is we're starting to create the sole of the booty or the shoe. And we're going to start here by creating kind of a very long oval shape, and then we'll make it a bit bigger and wider to accommodate the baby. Now going back to what I was talking about sizing, obviously the smaller the hook, the tighter the stitches, and the smaller the shoe. So I have more sizing details over on my blog at the link in the description box. So here we've single crocheted all the way back up, so we should have 8 more single crochets back up the other side, and we're going to slip stitch to join. So what we're going to do is we're just going to slip stitch into the first stitch of the round. So at this point now we are working in the round. We've created 1 round. So now we are chaining up 2 to start the second round. Round 2, we're going to half double crochet in the first stitch, work 2 half double crochets in the next stitch, so 2 in the same. And now we're just going to work 1 half double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So in the next 6, here is 1 half double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to work 2 half double crochets in each of the next 2 stitches. So here in this next one, 2 half double crochets. There's 1 and 2, that's going into the same stitch. Now in the next stitch, again, half double crochet. There's 1, make sure your tail doesn't get caught in there, and 2 in the same stitch once again. Now in the next stitch, just work 1 half double crochet. And 1 half double crochet in the next. Now we're working 2 half double crochets in each of the next 2 stitches. There we go. And then 1 half double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So down this other side, the next 6, we can see here that this is creating a bit of a wider spot on what is going to be the toe area of the shoe, or the toe of the sole. So now we're just working 1 half double crochet in each of the next 6 back down the other side of the round. And once we've done 6 in the next stitch, we're going to work 2 half double crochets in the next. So here this is how it should be looking. So 2 half doubles in the next. There's 1 and 2. And then the last stitch is just going to get 1 half double crochet. So we should have come right up here to the last one. There's 1 half double crochet. And now just slip stitch to join in the first stitch of the round, and that will complete round 2. So we can really see the shape of the sole here. Now moving on to round 3, once again we're going to chain up 2. I'm sorry, just chain up 1, and then we're going to single crochet in each of the first 10 stitches. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now next we're going to work 2 single crochets in the next stitch and the following stitch. So 2 single crochets. There's 1 and 2 in the same stitch, and then do that again, 2 in the same. And then next we're going to work 2 half double crochets in each of the next 5 stitches. So working around the toe here, making the toe box a little bit larger. So coming around this curve, 2 half double crochets in each stitch for a total of 5 stitches. So there's the first one done. 2 half double crochets. Second stitch is getting 2 half double crochets. Third stitch gets 2 half doubles. Fourth stitch gets 2 half doubles. And the fifth stitch gets 2 half doubles. Now after this, we are going to work 2 single crochets in each of the next 2 stitches. We can see here how the toe should be looking. Much wider than the heel, obviously, as most shoes are. So 2 single crochets in each of the next 2 stitches. So that's 2 single crochets in the same stitch. There's 1 and 2, and then 2 single crochets in the next. And now we're just going to single crochet all the way back down the rest of the row. So right back up here to the beginning of the round, we're just going to single crochet back up the other side. So just single crochet along. Obviously, you're going to need to make 2 of these shoes, so even once you get to the end of this video and you've made 1, I would just go ahead and rewind to the beginning and start the second one. Don't try to do it off of memory. If you work best by following videos, just go ahead and watch it again. So now we've worked all the way back up the other side and we're ready to slip stitch to join. You will have a seam coming up the heel of this shoe because of all those slip stitches, but we really need those in there so that it's easier to keep track of where we're at. And the seam isn't an ugly seam, so don't worry about that. So now we can see how the sole is starting to look. This is when we're going to start working up the kind of edge of the shoe. So for the next 2 rounds, we're just going to single crochet all the way around, just 1 single crochet in each stitch, but we're going to work in the back loops only. So looking at each stitch, if you've never worked in the back loops, all we're going to do is we're going to chain up 1, and instead of inserting our hook through both loops, like we normally would if we look at the top of the stitch, there's 2 loops there, and this is how we would usually insert our hook. We're not going to do that. We're just going to insert our hook through the back loop, the one furthest from you. So the back loop, and then complete your single crochet as usual. So we're just inserting our hook, pulling up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. And you can see here that's just going through one of those loops of the stitch. Now you're going to do that all the way around, back loop, single crochet in every stitch all the way around the perimeter here. And what that's doing is it's pushing the front loop forward, and it's allowing you to see that front loop all the way around. So what this is going to do is create a little line or ridge to separate the sole of the shoe from the body of the shoe, and it's going to give it a nice professional finished look. So again, we're working round 4 here, just a back loop single crochet in each stitch around, and it will start to change the shape of your shoe, which is a good thing. It will no longer be a flat piece. So go ahead and work this for all of rounds 4 and 5 4 and 5 are going to be the same thing, of course, slip stitching to join before moving on to the next round. Between rounds 4 and 5, and then after round 5, we're still going to slip stitch. And we can see here how this is starting to look as we've worked down this whole side. We can see that line of those front loops being pushed forward. And that's exactly what we want. If you're not getting that line, you're probably not inserting your hook in the right spot. So go back and watch the little part of that video of where I'm showing you to insert your hook, just in the back loop only. So go ahead and finish that up, work rounds 4 and 5 all the way around, and I'll catch up with you. So here we are after round 5. We can see here that we have a bit of a different shape. Things are starting to scoop upward, and we're starting to work up the sides of this shoe. And we can see here the 2 rows of little ridges from those back loop single crochets. Now moving on to round 6, we're just going to chain up 1 and we're going to single crochet in each stitch around for rows 6 and 7. And with this, we're working in both loops, not just the back loop, working through both loops for a regular single crochet. So go ahead and single crochet all the way around for round 6, slip stitch to join, chain up 1, and then repeat for round 7. Just simple single crochet. This is going to build up the sides of the shoe and give you the height that you want. So just go ahead and finish up through round 7.